SILK.
All right, guys, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Monday morning? So, I'm gonna write up the watch list here. Big Steve, brother, your mic is on. Just a heads up. There you go. Let's see. Watching. Oh, and you know what, man? I think my funds, I gotta check my E-Trade account to switch my funds over because if this stock is gonna move again today, we gotta trade it. Let me turn on my screen recording here before I write up the watch list.
ALNY.
ALNY. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio. All right, looks good. SERV, of course, still not marginable 100%, so we got to watch out for that one. SERV. But it'll be on watch today. There's also MIRA. There's RR, two symbol stock, and then CTM.
POLA. VIVK. LIDR.
So once again, if you're using Thinkorswim, you got to be careful and watch out for running out of buying power. And let me just quickly mention, right, the disclaimer, right? Understand that trading is risky as you're tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, the Discord. Trading is risky business. We do have to take it slow. We do want to make sure that we don't rush to rush, right? Utilize small size, take our time, become experienced and competent before sizing up. The risk is real. No matter how it can look on the YouTube channel, on those big green days, the risk is always present. So be careful. And other than that, remember never to copy trade. It's all about taking time to understand the system. Lastly, I do not invest for my followers, so be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first, and I do not use WhatsApp and Telegram and those crazy links. So be careful.
BEAT.
So SERV, I'll have to sign in on E-Trade at some point and transfer over my money from my cash account to my margin account. I don't believe E-Trade has the same restriction as Thinkorswim and Schwab, but if they do, then it doesn't matter anyways because I hardly use that account. So even if it does go down for some time, it's kind of irrelevant. So that is my solution here today for SERV. My E-Trade account is essentially ready to go. I just have to make that change and I could trade this stock here unlimitedly today. So this is going to be the main stock. Of course, Friday was extremely strong. It's quite a shame that we weren't able to trade it from beginning to end. you know, despite ending the live stream a little early, I was here to watch it. But again, being that it's not tradable and we only have our cash balances, you got to be careful to not get that good fate email, right? 3 of those will put us into the PDT, not PDT, but restrict our account for 90 days, 90 business days, which we don't want at all. So SERV is going to be the main stock. We got a high of 13, low of 971. Right now it's curled back up to 1120. Looks fairly decent. We'll see how it goes. MIRA is up 84%, right? In other news,
FTIC.
MIRA is up fairly decently today. 80% move, and honestly, doesn't look bad. I'm gonna check to see if this one is good here. Let me just see. Yeah, MIRA, this one is safe to trade, no problem. I gotta ask Tim if he got that email. We got a high of 143, low of 119. 200 EMAs at 184 on the daily chart. So hopefully we can push up there from 126 to 184 for to get that move. That'll be pretty decent. Yeah, Tim's saying he's got it. The 90-day ban POV. So you have one of the students sharing the trades you placed in your accounts on July 11th wasn't settled in accordance with securities industry regulations. Regulations require that we restrict your trading to just the funds available in your account for the next 90 days. Man, yeah, so it's definitely not going to be worth it. This restriction will not expire. You can still trade, but you'll be limited to your cash essentially. I already got one warning because, you know, not paying attention, but this is why we have to check the watch list stocks and make sure that we don't go overboard. RR, let me see how this one is looking. Special maintenance 100. So RR is also good, and then MIRA, which I think I did check already. So yeah. Okay. So SERV. What I'm gonna do at some point in the stream, I'm gonna open up my E-Trade and I'm gonna switch over my account. I'll probably go to white screen for a few minutes to do that at some point. I still have my cash balance, which means I can probably take a couple trades. So I can watch the first few minutes here. So we got a high of 11.57, low of 11.20. It is a pricey stock, so I want to be careful. Seems like there's some buyers down there around 11.20. We'll see if it's able to hold up its levels. Not bad at all. I got a high fill, which I don't like. That was a good entry. But my fill is a little high. I'm gonna get chopped out there. I'm gonna watch for the next dip. So I've traded $22,000 already. So I got a couple more trades here at least. It is strong, man. This is absolutely aggressive. 12.25 already, 12.30. That baby pullback I'm gonna miss at 11.50. So it's definitely extended. It could continue to be strong, but I want to be patient. Make sure that I don't buy too high. Pretty sizable drop there. Looks like I didn't hit my keyboard hard enough there. Okay. I want to see back over 12, of course. I'm not interested in taking profits anytime before that. But I'm open that it could go lower. Okay, there's back over 12. And I'll sell the last position at 15. The high is at 42. I should have another couple of trades. I don't know. I gotta be careful, right? That's already like 30,000. Ah, nonsense restrictions. Will it go through the highs here? It's trying and looks like it will. 50, 33. There's a bid. It should go. But struggling. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I think we should have went right there. It's still here. Do not take me to the depths. All you do. That's all I'm asking this stock right here. It's fighting. It's fighting. It's fighting. It's fighting. Left hook. Left hook. Come on. Can we get back through 12? It's making a new low. MIRA is halting up, actually. I think it's still bullish. We're seeing a 5-minute pullback. It just depends on if it holds up here. If not, then it might sell off. Well, it's coming down a little too much. 37. It's still early, though. It's still early in the day, so we'll have to see what it does. I gotta log into my Thinkorswim website, the Schwab website, so I can see how much cash I have left. But missing the trade at 11.50, the first baby pullback, man. I mean, come on. I was in at 11.59. It came back. We had a high of 70. It came back down to like 52 when I sold, thinking it was gonna break down, and I'm out early, and it ended up going to 12.40. So I could have sold around 12 for $1,000 gain there. But if anybody was aggressive through 11.50, which for somehow I kind of like didn't pay attention to the level 2 at that time, so I missed the trade for the new high of day initially into the first green candle. If I'm in at like 40 for the breakout, then I'm selling at 60 or 50 or something, right? Any sort of gain. But we'll keep an eye. It still looks good. I think it still looks good. In fact, I maybe should have bought VWAP, but we'll see. It honestly still looks good. I gotta sign into the website here, so I'm gonna go to white screen. Yeah, it's bouncing up, and the 5-minute candle to make the new high. I gotta take a second and come back. I gotta take some time here. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I gotta go into E-Trade and make this change. And I hate logging in and out of stuff on the stream. So I'll be back in a bit. I'm on the phone with customer service here for E-Trade. I did take some trades on MIRA out of the resumption, plus $400 there. But I'm getting my E-Trade account fixed for this SERV if it crawls back up. So far, it's still having some trouble, but we'll see how it goes. I think it still looks decent. Still looks decent. All right. Thank you. Take care. On the phone with customer service. Okay, my account should be good to go. And it doesn't seem like E-Trade has any restrictions on this stock, so that's good. Good old E-Trade. Good old E-Trade. And I know people probably got caught in that drop just now because that was like random. That drop on MIRA. I bought the dip out of the resumption at 93, but I panic sold thinking it was flushing out. So I missed the move through two, only made $100 extra. Switching back to SERV, and I think I'm gonna just pull up E-Trade at this point. I do need an order entry window and a positions window. So let's see, account. Because I don't have hotkeys, so I'll have to be clicking the buy and sell button here. I'm in a trade. Oh, I have a Tesla share? What? I have a Tesla share? Oh my gosh. I have a Tesla share at 220. This has to be been from like months ago. Jeez. Goodness. Anyhows, what am I doing? Accounts, order entry. Okay, link one, SERV. It doesn't seem like E-Trade has the same restriction as Schwab. And I guess if they do, I'll just find out with an email later today. If it gets back, let's see, how do I want to fix it? How do I want to configure this? Because if I do that, and then if I do that, okay, that's not bad. Okay, cool. High of 1178. I'm interested in the stock around this area here. If it's to get through 1170s and hold, I think we're right back where we need to be. And the pre-market high is still my target. High of day right now, 1250. I'll put 1245. And also, let me just take a look at the chat. You know what? I think I do know what happened with that Tesla share, but it was so long ago. That I guess that's the definition of like set it and forget it, right? But I sold off most of my balance, my when I was building that portfolio. That was not a wise decision. I could say that, right? I mean, I was doing a great job with those stocks, and it would have been even that much better now. All I had to do was like take care of some of the weaker ones. Like I had Boeing, and Boeing had the news of the they were doing so well. Then the news of the door blowing off, and then I think there was like another news of like a tire having issues. I mean, you wouldn't even expect something like that to really move the stock so significantly, but that thing was tanking. MIRA resumption lower could be good for dips, especially if it like gaps down. There it is. 73 to 83, but a little tricky to get in there. Yeah, I see RR. I see it. Appreciate the call out. It's moving fairly well. RR, it's doing its thing. If it pulls back here, I do like it. Yeah, MIRA, quick bounce, but looks like it might be backside here. Indefinite. So CTM, no good. SERV is in striking distance. So keep an eye. Using a different broker just feels so weird. But you must do what you have to ensure success. all the right things that it takes to win. So I'm choosing to watch SERV here over R. I think SERV has more potential here. I'm gonna wait though. I'll let it go to like 80, 85, and once it pulls, if it pulls back here, what? You have insufficient funds. Mother lover, mother. I missed my entry, man. Come on. What? Oh, it's tied to the wrong account. Are you kidding me? Okay, okay, locking in, locking in. If it dips, I'll take a dip entry. And okay, it's failing miserably. So I'm gonna take a quick loss. 1,000 shares. In at 80 out of 60. Not great. Broker issues, I tell you. Broker issues. It's bounced back, which is good. I had the wrong order entry. Well, let's say I had the wrong account tied to my order entry. I'm going to take a quick loss there. So I'm waiting. It looks like it's having some trouble. Right here, we want to hold above, 60, 70. This resistance needs to be support, and it's not. At least not of right now. So I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. We had a high of 12.15, man. It's still here. I'm thinking if I want to go long right here, but I really would have liked to see it hold higher. It might be a little bit more risk in buying early. $56. E-Trade just like E-Trade just like Schwab. You're gonna get filled a little higher, right? We essentially have a weaker candle over 1280, or excuse me, 1180. So I'm a little skeptical to buy back here. So I'm just waiting. I kind of need to see something more from the stock to convince me to get in. But I do like that it's clinging to this level of like 12 or 1170, 1180. It's clinging here. So this is good. So that's a small push through. Let's see if it rips through the whole dollar here. Take the couple cents, and it will. Nice, nice. So if it dips back down, it needs to hold up. Wow, it's doing well. 12, 12, 20. Now for me to not, if I'm gonna do well, if it gives the pullback, as long as it holds up, I think I'll be good. It's so weird trading like this. I'll sell right there, make some money on that dip. 2,000 shares. Trading like this is not for the live stream because I'm not even looking at all my my entry points and stuff. I could have held that longer though. We're making a new high here. I sold at 12.10 from 11.80. I'm gonna watch again. Highs are at 50, so it might not dip. It might just go straight through the highs here. Oh my God, there's a massive seller. Holy smokes. Wow, it might just go. They're gonna rip through all these sellers. Wow. Do not fail. Don't you dare. Good. Getting some pretty trash fills though. Hold up. I got filled at 48 buying at 25 right there. That's gonna probably put me back red if I had to guess. Right. Come on. Jesus Christ. In at 47 out of 21 right there. Let me see something. Hold up. Yeah, that's definitely gonna put me red on the stock. Now, it was a great dip if I'm to get the fills that I thought I got. It's holding up well. I still have a few more trades on Thinkorswim as well. If I am to go long over there. Big bid at 85. The highs at 1288. Pre-market high up at 13. I don't. I'm not really looking at my fills per se, right? So it's a little tricky. That'll be a good trade. They're taking that dip. I wonder if it wants to go all the way or if we need another pullback. Also, using buttons is not the way, man. Like, I'm so used to the hotkeys. There's 90. It's like I have to look back to make sure I'm clicking the button. And with all those good trades I had earlier, it's the fact that I'm red on this thing is like so doesn't make any sense. High of day break at 13 through the pre-market high. Are we gonna see it or does it need to pull back one more time? Oh, that's beautiful. That's good. I should have been in a little bit earlier there, but it's gonna keep going. Will we see the dip? As long as it doesn't do anything crazy like flush down and just teleport down, we should be good. It's really lingering here. Bro, what the hell is it? Trading with this account. Oh my god. I just got a warning right there for what? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same as trading with the original account with all the hotkeys. What a shame that this stock though is not, marginable for us. Right now, 5K day plus already. I had a warning there saying make sure I have the right symbol typed in, but I never changed the symbol. Low of 1270 there. That type of dip is hard to get. We'll see if it does give another entry or opportunity. And I want to take this area here slow. I don't want to rush into this area here. I just want to be patient because sometimes we'll get that consolidation at the lows or even a lower low. So I don't want to jump the gun and just rush here. Uh, uh, what's my entry? I got filled somewhat. Well, I guess I kind of got in a little high. I'll cut it scratch. I'll try to get back in. I'd have to risk 30 cents right there, which is just a little too much. So I'm in on the dip high. I mentioned wanting to be patient there, but thought 60s was good. We had a low of 30. I didn't panic sell because I knew it should be bouncing. If it had just came down, then it was just failing. But I'm gonna get stopped out there. I'm gonna keep watching. I do like the pullback, but I'm gonna wait. Hopefully it gives another entry. If not, I've already missed a trade. Someone buying 27,000 there is pretty aggressive. It's like very aggressive. These dips are key though. If you can get these dips nicely. I mean, a 30-cent risk honestly wasn't that bad. Like it's really not that bad compared to where we could go if the stock is still strong. Well, that'll put me back red on it on E-Trade. It's coming down. And maybe backside, because this is way too much compared to what I would want to see. It's a pretty big tip on the 5. The low right there, 12.10. But it's back up to 12.50 here. Could be one of those low pullbacks for the move up. Took it high with the backstop. I'm gonna lose like maybe like 40 cents right there, including slippage. 30-cent stop, 1,500 shares. There's still some big bids showing. We'll see if it curls back up. That was an attempt for the 5-minute setup, but I'm gonna get stopped out. We'll see what it does. For me to check my balance, I gotta check my because I don't think I have my P&L. Well, I don't have my P&L on screen, so I gotta check my account information to see where I am on the day, which shows everything in my account. Red 400 to green 300 to red 400 after that last trade. But we had some other trades in between. That's on E-Trade. It looks pretty healthy still. The 5-minute pullback though just was pretty brutal from 13.89 to a low of 12.10. I was thinking 12.30 for the lows. Oh, that'd be great news, Tim. That'd be great news. That would be great news, man. You see, that statement right there is well in line with what my initial response was to them having stocks that are not marginable in a margin account. It's almost like something that doesn't make sense. Stock is in a big level here. We're at the high of the bear flag. This is where we could make the new high and keep pushing. Can we see the move? Well, before I go crazy and trade in my Thinkorswim account, I need to wait for that confirmation, right? Because you don't want to just go off of one person. We got to make sure that they confirm this data. If not, just like that, we'll be in the slums. I'm going to keep watching here. SERV. I don't expect to see a retest of the lows here again. At least I hope not. So I'm thinking we can see maybe a quicker pullback and then a retest of $13 area. But you never know, so you got to be ready for anything here. Still waiting. I could put more of a defined stop here, but the depths. Maybe we do see a retest of the lows. I mean, that would be down below 1230, 1210. It's showing a bid, it's bouncing back. Son of a gun. I mean, come on, what was that? I'm trying to position myself to be in for this move up right here, but the way how it's going to come down, not going to stand a chance. And it looks like it's rejecting 1310, so it might flush out here. I'm going to watch the dip if it drops down hard. So that's twice we came to 13 and rejected. The first time soft rejection, second time hard rejection. Big Steve, is this your first time and I hold down? SERV, I'm thinking to just leave it alone for now. We're getting rejections in the key areas that I like, so time to ease off. I'm down 576 in my E-Trade account, sadly. Red 400 to green 300 to then red 576. But it was a pretty rocky day. I mean, even the first couple of trades I could have had as, like broker stuff, talking on the phone, all that nonsense. So I'm essentially flat between the two accounts on SERV and then green 557 MIRA. Time, it's 10:19. I do like that I have another platform that I can use. I also have Guardian too. It's like a third string last resort. MIRA, it's kind of still giving some action, but I was occupied on the move up, and right now I think maybe a little choppy, so I'm just waiting. I want to see a retest of the highs here. The 1 minute candle to make the new high. CMAX. Taking some losses. Taking some losses. Wanted 23 right there, but getting chopped on the move up. It's grinding up here. 55, 60, 65. Perhaps we see 70, 75 as well. I'm just going to keep waiting. Haven't done well since those earlier trades. Come on. That baby pullback right there is so tricky to take. $480, $490. This particular type of move is better if I'm in it like 390 and just selling, like holding longer and just selling. If not, to scalp this from the level 2 is just a mess. It's pretty messy right now. The baby pullbacks are holding, but it does feel extended. No, oh, okay. Oh, I'm curious here. Let me just see. Okay, all right, fair. We might see a retest to the highs here. I'm just gonna keep waiting, and I try to be as patient as I can be. Just having trouble over 5. Perhaps it tries again. Or maybe not. Yeah, I'm just not doing well here. I don't want to overtrade it. It's not offering me what I need, sadly. Can't take it personal. My only hope is the dips, and we had a few baby pullbacks, which I didn't take. We're at 1800 on Thinkorswim account. So we just want to take it slow. We don't need to try to be a hero and be super aggressive here to try to get something out of this thing. Just got to take it a setup at a time. And if I'm not seeing a setup, no need for me to be trying anything out of the ordinary. So we're getting a red candle on the 5. And like SERV here, I want to be patient. let this thing bottom out, and then take a entry that makes sense. I want to see it come on down like the price is right. And the way how it's moving, when it dips, it's like a very, very fast move up. My E-Trade account, man. I'm gonna watch some of that stuff back though. That was highway robbery. Can this continue here? Mm, asking too much of it. Because from 45 to 90, can the 1 minute candle make the new high and continue? Probably not. We've already given such a big bounce. Mm-mm-mm. I'm still interested in the stock. No, back over 50. Okay, now it's like getting a little out of hand, but it still could hold. It's coming down though, 16. Come on, show me something. 35, 40. Come on, come on, come on. Talk to me nicely. Allow me to have this dance. Whisper into my ears. 33, 35, 36. Can I see 40 out of this last 500 shares? Okay, maybe not. It took like 3 losses to just get that one trade. This is just gonna put me back to where I was. If you can capture the dips with accuracy, then you can do so well. But if you mistime the dips, which sometimes for me I'm in too high, and then you think that's the bottom, it just it kind of goes more, and before you know it, I'm thinking the dip should be like 30 to 45 range. It came to a low of 16. So from 505 back down to 416. 80-cent drop. However, we recently made the change to stop charging good faith violations in margin accounts, even when the security is not marginable. I believe you can discard these, which is what a Schwab representative is saying to Tim here. So let's see. Okay, they said I would like to confirm with the margin department on that. Yes, I'm fine waiting on that. Okay, sounds good. Feel free to leave the chat room if necessary. Thank you for your patience. I just confirmed with margin that you can discard these emails. So they cost us, how much money did they cost us here on Friday between this chat room alone? Man, they need to do a better job with their rules, man. So apparently we can trade these non-marginable stocks then. I don't know, man. I'm gonna call in too just to be safe. Why send us the emails? It's so easy for them to do on their back end to just, take off the margin accounts from that email list if that's the case. They got to do a better job though on their back end in terms of just, communication, putting out accurate messages, man. They have us jumping through all these hoops. SF saying that he also called in and got the same message told to him on Friday. So that's twice right there. That's good news, man. So we can trade stocks like SERV, no problem then. Which would make sense for what a margin account is. Yeah, if they can credit you your average screen day, right? At least that would be something. Man, that's good news, man. That's regardless of us missing Fridays trades. I mean, I think that's great news for us. Tim, I think we're all gonna be using those screenshots as reference. In fact, I'm gonna save it right now. This representative not only spoke to Tim, but she also spoke to 5,000 people here in the chat room too. So if we all go down, we all got to send in a petition. And I got a ton of messages here I got to respond to after we're done. CMAX, how are we doing? The low is 402 right there. The 1 minute candle did make the new high, but we are on a bear flag. We'll see if it wants to continue here in a sec. What we need to see too, I think Kitty might be the first person because Kitty is like a very aggressive trader. The next stock that's not marginable, he's gonna trade. So if his account does not get restricted, then we know for sure that we're good to go. Who's gonna be the brave soul to actually go past the third time? MEIP. 394 for highs. There's a spread here though. 5-cent spread. 81. 77. I don't love this. I'm gonna switch back to CMAX. Why am I not getting filled? Bro, what's that, man? Disappointed with that lag right there. CMAX rejecting 340. How many people do we have still here? 250 people. Guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up. It's been a pretty wacky stream, of course, with all the pauses and stuff. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. CMAX, yeah, we'll see how it does. I want to see it over this level of 40. CMAX selling off. 388 lows. Good bounce though. I'm gonna miss that. Everything is on the slower side for now, so just waiting patiently, waiting patiently. Don't forget, if you're watching on the YouTube live stream, to hit that thumbs up. We do appreciate it. If you're a new viewer, also consider subscribing to the channel. Every day we show up here, we trade in a live account. We are funded over PDT. We also have multiple brokerage accounts. You know, I'm a little careful on the live stream when I'm like signing in and out for obvious reasons, right? The last thing I need is for 500 people to have my account information. I mean, who knows what could happen? Man. I gotta be careful. Let's just say I gotta be careful. Pastor cannot take any unnecessary risks when it comes to signing in and out. CTM, no good there. SERV. Guys, by the way, I did put the script back on my account. And I can put the script on the 5-minute chart here too. But I have the script to see the high and low. I think Sark Live gave me this one, which shows the low of the last candle, the high, and then even the bubble on the screen. CMAX back to 425. Again, this is a stock that I like. If we can break over the bear flag and get the 5-minute candle to make the new high over 440. Over 440. Lucas with a nice dip down there. See, it's having that resistance. Every time it comes up, it's showing some weakness. If it goes, I gotta be careful of how it dips. I want the dip, but I gotta make sure I don't get chopped out. Like, let's say it goes to like 50, 55. It needs to not, pull back too much. If not, I could see myself getting stopped out before a move up. But I don't love the idea of buying right now because the resistance is overhead. I want to see the resistance become support. And then a potential retest of like 470, 480, and then $5 eventually. It's definitely active. I'm losing feeling in my right hand here because of this cold AC. More resistance, more resistance. I'm gonna create a couple of polls. A poll. Poll. How are we doing today? $403 back to 420, you know, just giving some dips. My only issue is that I can't really, anticipate these moves here too well right now. So I kind of need the uptrend first. I need the uptrend. Let's create a poll. Break even, no trade day. And there's a typo. No trade. CMAX, can we get through our key levels? I've already got 22 votes in the Discord. 86% of people saying green. Wow, that's pretty impressive here. Pretty impressive for the chat room, getting it done. YouTube stream has 30 votes so far, with about 56% of people saying green, 25% saying red. For the 14% of people saying no trade day, why is it? I'm curious as to why you didn't take a trade today. You know, was it the stocks? Was it the setup that you're looking for you didn't quite see? I know not everyone is a hyper scalper, so it makes sense. Some people might be looking for something very specific for their style of trade, especially on the YouTube stream, right? Because a lot of you guys are trading different styles. How many of these fake accounts, brother? And what's so sad about these fake accounts is that it's more than likely somebody who's watching us every day, just trying to stir stuff up. Don't worry, continue to waste your time, brother. It's unlimited for you. As the time will fly by. CMAX back at $4. So many people cutting grass. TKNO. TKNO moving up. As the pastor is reading away polls. Poll. 322 for highs. There's a bit of a range here, low around 86. There's a small spread. Does it have what it takes for high of day? That, you gotta be careful of that spread. I'm gonna watch it. but I need to see more. Okay, good. Should have took that entry again, 22. 40. TKNO moving up to the moon. 10. Read that. Sell that break even. TKNO. Nice move. TKNO. What? Oh, okay. I guess that makes a lot of sense. What did I thought I saw? $100 loss there. It's a good bounce back. I'm not sure what's going on with this level 2 here, but MIRA. Yeah, this could be good. This could be pretty good. TKNO, nice move. A little disappointed. I could have caught the breakout, but I wasn't aggressive enough to buy back at 22. I thought about it, but I'm like, it would have went already, and now, kind of ruled out the trade, and it ended up going anyways. TKNO, this should be good. Should be good. MIRA should be good. Resumption should be good. MIRA. Rolex with the move. And it's 77 holding. Resumption. 11:05 on my side. So 05 and 52 seconds. Expecting a rejection at 215 area. Perhaps. Possible. We got one of the Discord members here expecting a rejection at the highs. See, for me, I have no idea what it's going to do, so I can't say with certainty. The only thing I can do is react. So if it does go through the highs, I'll continue to react. If it doesn't go, then I'll react and get out if I'm in. You know, cut any losses or take profits if I need to. I want to stay reactive. We got another minute and some change. Or maybe 2 minutes. I don't know, you know, I we'll see. We'll see how far it goes. It could do well. We just have to manage risk as usual. So we have about a minute. Okay. All right. Here goes everything or nothing. Not literally, but let's see what this thing does in the next 10 seconds. MIRA, ticker symbol MIRA, currently at 198. Here we go. Nice. Can we dip? A straight halt up. It's gonna get locked in here. That was pretty good if you're holding, and if you're still holding or selling here. But no entries for the dip and rip. Short sellers definitely getting squeezed. I don't mind watching this halt resumption here again, but the third one is where I'll start to ease off. I haven't made anything in the last like 30 minutes. If there's nothing good here, maybe that's my cue to start taking it easy. Maybe that's my cue. Eleven and 12 seconds. I got another 2 minutes. MIRA. We have less than a minute. I'm still interested in the dip and rip here, but if I don't see it here, I'll ease off and just take it easy. I still have small size, just 1500. We got a couple seconds here to resumption. We're at 222. Can we see a pullback? It might be 10 minutes. EMAX is, still in striking distance. Definitely want to watch into the afternoon. MIRA, small size, resumption showing 42. Will we see a dip down? $16 and 12 seconds. Got about 2 minutes. Guys, I'll get to the DMs after the live stream is finished. It's quite a few that came in yesterday. $1,700, 82 orders. Not bad, not bad at all. Although we did have some trades on E-Trade. Maybe another like 20 orders if I had to guess. $16 and 12 seconds. Not looking to be aggressive here with size, just looking for a quick trade or two, and let this thing be on its merry way, up or down. We have less than a minute. I want to see it resume sideways or higher and then dip. If it resumes lower, I could watch the high of day trade, but it could be a little more tricky. It all depends though on the price action here as to whether I'll buy or not. If I see an entry, I'll buy. If I don't see an entry, not taking any trades here. We're 222. Will we see the higher resumption? Here we go. Can we get a dip? Dip is the halt down, not what I want to see. It looks like it'll get locked into the downside. This is going to be the third resumption straight, so there's nothing for me here. False halt. False halt. It's honestly a little too volatile. Yeah. I'm gonna walk here. There's not much to really get out of that. Risk, risk, risk. Risky business up there, risky business. So we're just shy of 17 in the main account. We're down 500 in the E-Trade account. Actually, I'm still interested in CMAX, but maybe that's a stock I trade after the live stream on my own. Because I have no idea when it'll go, if it does, or if it will at all. CMAX. CMAX. If this thing is any good, it should be a good bounce around like 210, but there's just too much risk, especially with how tight the halt levels are. CMAX is in an interesting area, but will we hold up and sustain? And my RA. Is that like right now? Breaking news? Oh, okay. Couple hours. MIRA, interesting resumption, higher. It's just too risky, man. False halt and back up to 67. Risky business getting involved there. The halt up at 76. Will we see it? There it is. And CMAX is back down. All right, I think this might do it. CMAX is kind of what I was interested in here. MIRA trying to halt up at 280, but again, too risky. All right, if you're going the distance, stay disciplined. I can end the poll here. If you're going the distance, stay disciplined, stay focused. Keep looking for the opportunities that you know and love. I'm gonna head out. For green, 1700 and Thinkorswim, red 500 E-Trade, sadly. But we'll be back tomorrow again. E-Trade, we had some great trades at smaller size. Had a great dip. I mean, that's what really put me red. I took a great dip trade, but there was a big spread and I got caught. That alone is the reason I'm going to get messed up there. Because we had so many great trades, and then even to start the day, I would have had like a 50-cent winner if my order entry was like on the right account. I tried to buy in a great place. I mean, literally like 4 seconds later, the stock is up 60 cents. You know, all that stuff matters, counts. So a little disappointing there, but you know, all part of the deal. All part of the deal. There's noise from someone doing construction out there. So yeah, take a look at those links down below for Momo Pro. Momo Pro is the scanning software that I use. You guys can check out the chat room. I do know there's a small chat, of course, here on the YouTube stream where people chop it up, but if you guys want to stick with the community 24/7, you can check out the actual chat room. I can post a link here for these. Let's see. Post the link here. This is the chat room link. If you're interested in Momo Pro, you can always utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off. And then the course link, if you're interested in getting started with your day trading education, you can check out Merciless Markets, right? And you guys can feel free to send the link to anyone you know who's interested as well. You guys can utilize coupon code STATION, which you'll see on the website, for 40% off. We're giving away a trading station, a traveling trading station, once the coupon does end. So, you know, if you're a new student, your name will be entered into the raffle if you utilize the new coupon. And for existing students, you guys can purchase tickets to be entered. I know I sound like a broken record, but the existing students, we figured that you guys more than likely already have like a trading rig, a trading station. So we're looking to give it to someone who's a little, you know, newer, right? Looking to gain a station, right? To help someone out. Can I explain what's going on with Schwab and margin restrictions on small caps? So Schwab, you know, every so often there's a stock that's not marginable, right? Which means despite us having a margin account, on those specific stocks, our accounts will be treated as if they're cash accounts. So for example, stock SERV is one of those types of stocks where if I exceed my personal cash buying power, let's just assume my account has 30K. If I go over 30K, you know, the thought was, and the way how the rules explained, is that they'd send us a warning. If you do that more than 3 times, they'll restrict your account for 90 business days to just a cash account, just your cash balance. So what we just found out this morning with Tim, and I'll share the message here from Tim. that we had earlier. Let's see, trading with Tim. So a representative just told Tim earlier this morning, and here's the message. Can I zoom in on this? So I'll read the message here, right? So when we do trade pass our cash balance, it's called a good faith violation, right? If we run out of money in our own accounts on these stocks that are not marginable. So the message reads, so I see the good faith violations occurred before on unsettled funds, on securities that are not marginable, even though it's a margin account. However, we recently made the change to stop charging good faith violations in margin accounts, even when the security is not marginable. So this is what the representative is telling Tim. I believe you can disregard these messages, these warnings, these emails. But I'd like to confirm with you from the margin department. So they took a second to like call in the margin department to make sure that it's actually true that we can ignore these warnings. So they took a second, they came back, and then they said, thanks for your patience. I just confirmed with margin that you can disregard these emails. So apparently on a stock like SERV on Friday, we could have just traded it and not have any issues and not have to worry about our accounts being restricted for 90 days. So it's good news, but we would have, preferred for our broker to be a little bit more punctual and organized in terms of getting us accurate information. There's no reason we should not have all received an email saying that they've changed the rules, So unless it's something they literally did like today, but hopefully we can get another email with clarification. So SF, one of the Discord members, was also told the same thing on Friday. So that's twice we're hearing that. So, it's good news. We can trade these stocks and not have to worry. So SERV and any other ticker symbol that comes in the future, we can just go all out. So I guess there's no need to really utilize this particular link that lets you see which stocks are marginable and which ones are not. So I guess we can just disregard this link right here. I'll post it so you guys can see what the link looks like. For those of you with Schwab accounts, you can log in, and that let's see, I can pull it on screen here. Basically allows you to search up the stock, right? So if we put in SERV, well, looks like I have to log in. Your session has timed out. Great. Well, goodness. Can't catch a break here with this login and logging out stuff. But anyhow, when you go in that link, it allows you to search up a stock and tells you what you don't want to see was or let's say what we did not want to see was non-marginable 100%. If it says like special maintenance or anything else, we're good to go. We're good to trade. So, but now it seems like we're good to trade regardless. So I think Kitty might be the first person to go over because he's probably at 2 warnings. This is how we'll know for sure. So when the next stock comes along, which will probably be in another few days, once Kitty trades that stock, we'll know for sure if if we're good or not. Because if his account gets restricted, then we know then to not push it. But if it's all good, then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, take care, stay safe, stay green. I'm gonna take a quick couple minutes break and then come back, respond to the DMs, and then there's a few mentor sessions today that I'm gonna get into. So take care. I'll see you guys later. Hit that thumbs up on the way out.